And let me talk to y'all for a minute, man, on some real shit real quick, man. I'm going home this weekend, man, to bury my godson. One of my partners, he stayed down the street from me, like 3 houses down, man. One of my partners, he had my back for whatever. I mean, but he was a hothead, man. He's always getting in trouble. He was always, I mean, he got kicked out of school at an early age. He was super talented, dude. I mean, one game, this dude scored 3 touchdowns. Like one on the curve, he was a wide receiver. One on the curve, he caught one slant, took it to the house, and he caught one diving touchdown. Like, and all of them was over 40 yards. Like, dude had crazy talent, but he had a hot head, and he let that hot head rule his life. He didn't. I mean, one time my man went until he got to school, and like he was in a little group. I won't say it's a gang. This is like a group. We just hung out like groups. But the group he was hanging with real tough. So one of the guys had got into a fight, and I remember we was getting off the bus, and like all the girls was like, oh, they was just fighting by they jumped on Bernard, and my homeboy just ran into the damn principal office, cause they take everybody to the principal office when you fight. He ran in the principal office and started fighting. Like when everybody else already calm, he go in there fighting. Dude jumped behind the counter one time at Hardee's, chasing the dude behind the counter in Hardee's. The dude done jumped over the counter because he's scared. He thinking, well, if I get behind the counter, this dude ain't gonna come back here. He jumped over the counter. They back in the back with the fries and the people making hamburgers and all that. Like, my homeboy had a hot head, man, and he set a bad example, man. And that's one of the reasons why he wanted me to be the stepfather. I mean, the godfather to his son. I mean, when I was 15 when he had his first kid, man. 15, man. And he ended up dropping out of school and he started selling dope. And he didn't drop out just to go support his family. Nah, he really got kicked out, like doing all that fighting and doing dumb stuff. So he kind of forced that life on himself. And like we tried to make his son do the right thing. Like, I just go pick him up, take him to the park, take him wherever they want to go. It was 2 of them. I take him everywhere. I just buy him a whole bunch of stuff, all kind of sports stuff, so I can keep him kind of active, doing baseball, basketball, football, whatever. Whatever they want to do, I was like, okay, let's go. And I was trying to help him out. But I could just tell. The last one that was the one that just passed away. He wouldn't never really give his all to nothing. Like, he wasn't a bad kid, but he would never really give his all. Like, he was always holding back. Like, he would never. I don't know, like he'll cry if they lost a game, but when it was time to practice, he really didn't want to practice. He really didn't want to do it. So it's like, I wasn't gonna force him to do anything. I'm just trying to find out what he want to do, and I'm gonna do it with him. But I mean, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like, he was just, I think he wanted to be like his dad, and his dad was a hood guy. And I used to do stuff with him, man. I used to get the guys, I used to get the boys. And like, I had my own business for a while, for like 5 years. So like, sometimes I make pretty good money or whatever, like $4,000 or something a week. And so when I knew I was gonna pick them up, I would get all that money like cash, and I'll put it like in my glove compartment or something. And so when I picked them up, I tell them, I say, hey man, give me some napkins out of there. And they'll have to move the money to get to the napkins and stuff. And they were like, dang, where you get all this money? And I'm like, I work. I got a job. I got my own business. Blah, blah, blah. I'm showing them, like, look, you don't have to be in the streets. You don't have to live the street life to have money, because they see that from their dad. So I didn't want them to have the same impression, like, look, that's the only way out. Because I lived that life, and I had uncles and stuff doing that, man, that sold big money, man. Sold big dope. I had an uncle called Dead Money. That was his name, Dead Money. You mess with him, Mess with his money, you was gonna be dead. That's why he called him Dead Money. But I saw him get when the police came to the house. When I was 12 years old, I saw it. And I saw he had everything. This dude had boats. Man, I remember one time he told somebody he was a millionaire. I was right there. He was like, man, I ain't worried about them. I'm a millionaire. Remember, dog. I used to go in the room and I used to see money falling off the bed on the floor. He had a water bed. Like you would sit on the water bed and the wave or just push money all on the floor. Cocaine all over the room, like everywhere. Like when the police came in the house and busting that day, man, the feds, whatever came, like he had keys up under the bar when you get drinks here. He got keys up under there, and I was exposed to all. I seen all this, and they was about to take me to jail until they found out I was 12, because I was a little bigger than a normal 12-year-old. And I remember my auntie that day. She was like, "Hey, it's a cookie on the counter." He was baking a cookie. He was like, "Hey man, go get that cookie." And my auntie's like, "Go get that cookie and put it in the washing machine so they won't see it." I'm like, shit, they already got the keys. Fuck a cookie. They ain't gonna make no fucking difference. But you know, I did it because, you know, my mind, I'm trying to be respectful to my people. I had to get some water when it did it. But I seen that lifestyle. I saw how he had everything, then he had nothing. I know how it goes. You can be doing good for a half a second, and then it's gone, and you in work shape. Because when you get out, now you can't even get a job because you got a felony on your record, man. And that's what my little homie went through, man. He was trying to be hard. He was trying to do this. He was trying to live up to that thug life mentality, and live up to like his dad name. And he ended up getting caught with like some kind of drugs or something one day. Got kicked out of school. Now, and like people, if you don't graduate high school, you put yourself in a bad position. Yeah, some people don't graduate high school and end up making a lot of money. Yeah, but those individuals are motivated individuals, or they get extremely lucky. But for the most part, the reason why people make more money when they graduate from high school than they make even more money when they graduate from college is because you're showing dedication. You're showing, like, when things get tough, when it's cold outside, when you got a test, you have to study for it, and when all those little different things come around where you get in the bind where you really don't want to do it, you still did it. You still got up. You still went to school. You still did what you had to do to make sure you pass. And that's why people that go to college and everything and graduate high school make more money, because they feel like, okay, this person is dependable. They will come. They are self-motivated to get up and to do the right thing. And that's why I was trying to tell my little partner. I'm like, look, man, finish school. Whatever you do, finish school. When he got kicked out, it was real hard on me, man. It's like, because I told him one day, I said, look, man, I do not hang out with thugs. I don't do it. I said, the reason why, one day I'm going to get put in a situation because of your lifestyle. And that's why I try to just get it how you live. I tell people, hey, man, get it how you live. If you live in that lifestyle, hey, you get it how you live. I don't live that lifestyle. I don't want to live that lifestyle because I know where it's going to end. Somebody's going to die. Somebody's going to get some time. Somebody's going to get hurt. Something's going to happen to you that's not good. So look, let me get to the story with my little homie. Now, my little homie, he's out of school now. He can't go back to school because he had drugs on campus. Now he's out in the street. Now he's starting to realize, okay, it's boring out here. I wish I was at school. It's nothing to do. These jobs are hard. I have to really work all day long with a job. In school, I was just in school, just kind of like moving around for an hour or two in class, and then I go recess, and I go to lunch and doing all that kind of stuff. You really ain't working. You just at school supposed to be learning. You ain't really working. When you get a job, you working the whole time. You standing up the whole time, and most jobs like that, you don't get paid. If you don't have an education, you really not getting paid. Like a person that goes to college and has a degree and they get a job in their field, they will make like, say like if a person that dropped out of school might make like $8 an hour. Person went to college probably gonna make like 18. Person that graduated probably gonna make like 12 to 15. Graduated from just high school. And if you go to college, you're gonna probably make, I'll say, around 18, sometimes 26. Some people make like $30 an hour. Some people make like $50 an hour. I mean, some people make some guap. I mean, like some people really make some bread. Some people, I know, I got some partners, man. They get a bonus check, man. They get a bonus check. They bonus check is like 25% of their salary, and they make like 80,000 already. So they get a bonus check of like $18,000. They, you know, some people make around $18,000 a year. I got partners that get bonus checks like that, dog. And it's like, but you have to finish school. And when he didn't finish school, he put himself in a bind where he was almost, he put himself where he was gonna be really, really hard on him now, like really hard. And he ended up trying to sell dope, man. Trying to sell dope. And he was doing a drug deal right down the street from the house he grew up in. Right down the street from my mama's house. No more than a quarter of a mile, quarter of a mile. Trying to do a drug deal in like on the railroad track. The dude was trying to sell him some fake drugs or something. Something went wrong. But he shot the guy. Killed him. And if I got another partner, I told some guys about this earlier. If you doing any kind of illegal something, like I had another partner, he was doing a drug deal, and it went wrong, and he ended up shooting the guy in the leg. The guy didn't die, but since the police knew about what was going on, the guy didn't want to go to the hospital. Since he didn't go to the hospital, he ended up dying from the wound. So he didn't die. That if he went to the hospital, he'd have been straight. But since he didn't want to go to the hospital, he stayed around the house and tried to wait it out. He got infected and he died. Now my homeboy got to go. He going to trial and he's going to get like manslaughter. Because if you kill somebody while you doing an illegal act, you committing a crime, that's manslaughter regardless. Regardless if you pull the trigger, if you was with the people who pulled the trigger, you going down. And that's what my little homie got caught up in, something like that. Some people say he didn't do it. Some people say he did do it. But they picked him up. Now this dude, 19 years old, 4 kids. 19 years old, 4 kids. Trying to sell drugs to support his family. Drug deal go bad. Somebody die. He get picked up by the police. Now my man can't take the pressure. He don't know what to do. So if his mama come tonight, his mom come talk to him, and he say he didn't do it. Somebody else did it, but he didn't want to say who did it. The next morning they find him dead. Hung himself. He hung himself, man. He couldn't take the pressure. That one is like he didn't want to live that lifestyle. He was trying to put on the front for his friends. He wasn't being a leader, he was being a follower. And we tried, man. I tried so many times to try to do stuff, and he picked his own path, man. No matter how many times I told him, how many times his dad told him. His dad was an example of what not to do. His dad was actually locked up at the time for drug charges. And it's like, I feel sorry for him on that, but at the same time, you had people in your ear telling you the right thing. And now he's gone because he found out the real life is not as fun as people think it is. The only time real life is fun if you take care of all your business. If you do all the things you have to do. When you get the good job, when you pay your bills and you get your credit and everything straight, now doors open up for you. You can do a lot of things. But when you just out there, man, and thinking you just gonna just stop going to school and life is gonna get better, dude, it get worse. Females want a dude that got something going for itself, cause females want a guy that's gonna be able to take care of them, like far as like provide for them. They want a man because they got to think about their child when they get pregnant and all that kind of stuff. They can't work like the last few months, so they need to make sure their man is bringing in money to better take care of the family. So if a man is able to bring a certain kind of income for a female, that's attractive because that's giving them security. They're saying, well, if I'm with this man, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right. And that's one of the biggest things for females. They want security. And if you are not secure, if you think I'm just do whatever, have fun and kick it, and shit, I'm gonna just stay with my moms and all that shit. That shit is not attractive, bruh. It's not. And it's gonna put you in a situation one day when you're gonna try to get some cash. You're gonna make a dumb decision, and then it happens so fast, and the next thing you know, your life is gone, bruh. Your life is gone. They locking people up. I had a dude, he thought he had a plan. A next door neighbor thought he had a plan how he was gonna rob a Pizza Hut that his cousin worked at. But he was gonna go in there with a fake gun and rob them because they knew him. And somebody ended up telling on them. They found out, the police could tell that they was staged. And the dude got like, man, that dude got 12 years in prison, man. And he got little kids, bro. It's like when people make those kind of decisions, man, they don't make it's not a smart decision. It's an easy way out. Life is not it's not an easy way out of life. You got to plan and get your ass up every day and go to work, man. You got to get up every day and bust your ass and push hard and just want to be the best and willing to do whatever it takes to strive to be the best. And there's no easy way out, man. It's not. It's no playing the lotto and all that kind of stuff. They just getting your money. It's no easy way out, man. Even NFL players go to the league, make all this money. 3 years after they out of the league, that's the average. 3 years when they out of the league, they broke. And now they start doing crazy stuff that they thought they would never do. They try to keep that lifestyle up. So people, I'm just saying, man, think about, you only got one life, man. Think about what you're doing. Try to do the right thing, man. So, like I said, I won't be on the game this weekend, man. I got to go home and bury. Got to bury Terrell, man. But yeah, y'all be safe, man. And think about what I said, bro. Y'all do the right thing, man. Life is too short, bro. You only get one life.